Hey, what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip and this is Kip Beauties, and today you're in for another special sneaker review. As you can see in the background, we have the Nike Air Trainer 1 times Travis Scott Cat US Corporation in the light brown or light chocolate rust pink colorway. It's very, very cool. Goes with my tee right here, and yes, this is the Travis Scott tee in the brown color. I also managed to cop the long sleeve as well in black. They're both very, very cool. The quality of the material is really good. As you can see, I mean, you probably can't see, but it's thick. I'm very, very happy with it in terms of the quality. I mean, you don't usually see that in a Nike. It's usually thinner. They are good quality, but this is something that I think will last longer. It's pretty thick. In the summer, maybe a little bit too hot, but overall, very, very good quality, and I'm really, really happy with it. Glad I was able to get them. I do think some sites have still got them if you manage to try to get your pairs or of the sneakers and of the t-shirts. I think you'll be able to get two, so keep an eye out. Don't pair over resale, and you should be able to get yours, so just keep checking and see what you find. But without further ado, let's check these out closely. So yes, as I said, we have Air Trainer 1 today in the light chocolate rust pink colorway. I am waiting for my grey haze pair to come through. I really want to see those in person. They look pretty cool in pictures. And you just never can quite tell until you have them in hand. So I'm really, really looking forward to those to come through. And as ever, when they do come through, I will have that review for you guys. But before we get into it, I want to just let you know what we're going to recap on today. So we'll go through the colorway, design, detail. Travis Scott does crazy stuff with these Nike trainers, sneakers. And I just want to get into that and kind of see what he's done on these. Retail pricing, resale, and why these haven't sold out in kind of all places, or why resale isn't up there where you would have thought it would be. My personal opinion, and of course the on-feet review at the end. So let's check these out. So here we have it, Nike Air Trainer 1 times Travis Scott times Cat US Corporation Cactus Jack in the light chocolate rust pink colorway. I mean, straight off the bat, I think it's very, very cool. It's a cool colorway. I think it's something that can go with a lot, right? You can wear brown with a lot. It's just cool tones. I like the fact that he's changed it up, not kept it too simple. Kind of transformed the Air Trainer a little bit. Not crazy. I know a lot of people don't really like the Air Trainer. I think the original colorway that came out recently was very, very cool. The kind of white grey with the green accents on the strap there. I think it's very, very cool. It didn't sell out, but I think it's something that maybe was kind of better in its day. It's something that may come back. We see with sneakers, popularity starts to come. You've seen a lot of the Jordan 2s. People don't seem to be interested in Jordan 2s usually. However, when a crazy pair comes out, collaboration, kind of AMM, Union, when they've done an off-white pair, people go crazy. So I would have thought this one would have been kind of the hype around it. However, no. But you never know. With these kind of sneakers, they sit, or they kind of go for a normal price and resale's not really there. All of a sudden, boom, shoot up, and people are like, why didn't I cut my pair? So I'm happy I kind of got both colorways. These will be sitting in my collection, my rotation. And for you guys that kind of want to keep or collect or even invest in, I think it's something for future. But let's get into this colorway. I mean, look at the detail and design on here. You got so many different materials. So I mean, throughout, so check the mudguard through to the front on this side. You've got almost like this plasticky leather with a kind of, I don't know, crisscross, crosshatch type pattern, which I think is very, very cool. And then that runs also through the back of the sneaker. And so it's almost like a lighter brown at the front. It gets a little bit darker towards the back, which I think is very, very cool. And again, you can see that Cat US Corporation logo right at the back there. You can't miss that. It's almost like in a rubbery material, which I think is cool. You got that rust pink colouring, so you don't miss it. As you come through to this side, you've got more of a cord type material, which I think is a bit cool, bit different. It's in that rusty pink colorway. As you go through the middle, that pink gets a little bit stronger here in the same cord material, and along the side through to the heel tab again in that cord material. That's the same on both sides. If we look at that backward swoosh, it's kind of like a kind of a plasticky leather with some grain through it, which I think is very, very cool. And again, it's in a brownie type colorway. And again, your swoosh here, your usual swoosh in a slightly different material, more of a kind of plasticky thin plasticky material on this side again in that brownie wood grain type color. It's very, very cool. A bit that I like, my favorite part probably in terms of the material they've used, is this soft suede at the front, which is very, very cool. It's perforated, and that's the toe box there. I think a cool feature of these Air Trainer ones, I don't know if everyone thinks it, but I think it is, and I think it's something that transforms it, is the strap at the front. And as you can see Cap US Corporation imprinted in the rubber there. I think it's very, very cool. It's just something different, and it changes it up from what you see on other sneakers. In terms of the toe box, they've kind of kept it all the way up the tongue here with that suede, perforated suede, and you got the Cat Corp logo right there with that rust pink. Another cool feature is that this tongue actually opens up via a zip. So I don't know if you want to keep something little in here. The tongue actually separates and it goes all the way down to the bottom, which is very, very cool. Because the zip at the back, it's pretty much useless. There's nothing you can do with it. It really is just a design. Something different, and I like it, but it's really just for design. But the one on the tongue, you can use that, stash something in there, put some cash, whatever it is you may want to put in there, and your keys when you're going out, anything, whatever you guys want to put in there, there's a use for that. As you go through to the midsole and outsole, around the back of the sneaker, you have this brown line. It's like a lip there that goes around. A little bit of a lighter brown in the midsole here. Throughout the front of the midsole is a lighter brown, as you can see. And then as we go to the outsole, that lighter brown continues, and you have the Nike logo in the rust pink. So very, very cool, and Cactus Corporation here. So very, very cool in terms of everything you're seeing. The US patent number. I think it's just a really cool design. I really can't believe these weren't more popular. Let me put this one back here and we'll take a look. I just want to show you guys in terms of what else you'll see on these. So you've got the sheet jacket. You can wear them on and off. It depends what you want. These literally just clip off just like this, just like so. I think some people will use it, some people won't. I think it's cool in terms of what you can do. You've got instructions in terms of folding it up, and that's actually what the zip is for. So you've got instructions here on to fold it up and to put it in the zip, which I think is very, very cool. I don't know if you want to kind of, if you was going out and it's raining and you want to keep your sneaker protected, you could use this, which would be very, very cool. But it's just something different, right? Something that you're not used to seeing. And also, you get another pair of laces. So instead of the kind of browny, blacky, beige laces you get on these, you get a plain brown pair of laces. But I think the original laces that come on are better, but that's just my personal opinion. So there we have it in terms of review and my thoughts. I think it's a cool sneaker. I can't believe it's not more popular, but keen to hear what you guys think. But moving on in terms of kind of pricing, so these were priced at about 140, 145 pounds in the UK, depending on what you paid, depending on what site you got them from, depending on what store you got them from. Resale, it was originally, they were reselling over 200 pounds in the beginning prior to release. As soon as release happened, they kind of went down and down and down and down. And I think at the moment you're looking at around retail 10-20 pounds over retail. It's really not there. Resale's not there. If you're looking to invest in this pair right now, no. In the future, I think so. I mean, if you look at Travis Scott sneakers of the past, Nike collaborations, they have gone up and up and up as time goes by. People want a pair of a Travis Scott times Nike sneaker. People want anything in terms of the collaboration. So I think it may go up in the future, but I just don't see it anytime soon. It's going to take a little while. So if it's for an investment, maybe not. If it's for a kind of long-term investment, yes. But there you go. And that's the same across the board in terms of all sizes. It just doesn't seem to be a market there right now. But I think the fact that they dropped with the Air Max ones at the same time, I think that's kind of hindered it. If they dropped on their own, I think people would have kind of bought these separately, would have had more funds. There's been so many hype drops. People would have had more funds to buy these and to kind of have more of a hype around this one sneaker rather than kind of more hype being taken over for the Air Max 1. And therefore the price would have been higher. And that's why I think in the future it will get there. in terms of your sizing, I mean, I'd go with your standard Nike sizing on these. I don't think they're too tight. I don't think they're too big. I think they literally go with your standard Nike sizing. I do think they will open up as well. I think with a bit of a kind of a mid or a high top, you do kind of struggle to get your foot in originally, but you're going to open up laces, you'll be fine. And I do think these will give a little, so just bear that in mind as well. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go check out the on foot review. Let's see these on foot. Let's see it.